zucchini almond cake owes its structure to almond flour, while potato starch, which is what I'm sifting right here, lightens the texture, and grated zucchini keeps it all moist. For the finishing touch, a home-style quick-to-prepare cream cheese frosting, ideal for swirling and swooping. So the process is a little bit more involved than just dump and stir. I'm sifting with my whisk 3/4 of a cup of potato starch, and we need 3 cups of almond flour, and measure that as you would regular flour. Almond flour is also known as almond meal, and all nut flours are known also as meals, and they're finely ground from untoasted nuts, and they can be used to enrich the flavor of baked goods and boost the protein content too, and also avoid the gluten from wheat. And sift that together with the potato starch, and add to these dry ingredients, which are quite moist, by the way, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2½ teaspoons of baking powder, replacing some of the flour with potato starch, which is a European technique, tightens the grain and holds the moisture supplied by the eggs and the sugar. Just make sure this is all mixed together. There it is. Now the eggs. We have 6 beautiful farm fresh eggs, large. Whisk these a little bit to break up the yolks. And these are in the bowl of a stand mixer. And now, to get more volume, put this over a pot of simmering water. We're warming the eggs, which will help get them very foamy, very full and fluffy. You have to stir constantly. You do not want to cook the egg. This is another way to scramble eggs, if you know it, but we don't want to do that. We just want to warm. Warming relaxes the egg proteins, enabling the eggs to lift up higher and more quickly. And this process also melts the sugar, which I can add right now, 1 cup of light brown sugar. We want to melt that so that there are no crystals of sugar in our beautiful batter. And this takes about 3 minutes. Now, insert your whisk and beat until the mixture is pale, thick, and cool to the touch. This is going to take 7-8 minutes. And you can gradually increase the speed to high. Now, in the meantime, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're using 8-inch cake pans that are buttered and then lined with a parchment round in the bottom and then buttered again. So these are 2. We're making a 2-layer cake. And while that's beating, you can grate your zucchini. You're going to need 2 cups of zucchini grated and put into a cotton towel would be great, or a double piece of cheesecloth would also work. And as the zucchini sits, it becomes more and more watery or moist, and you'll see how much water will come out of the zucchini. You can just twist the towel. Zucchinis, yellow squash, they're all very watery. So all that water comes out. So now your zucchini is dry enough to incorporate into your batter. So our mixture is getting there. And while the eggs are beating, add 2 tablespoons of highest quality vanilla. I think they're nice and light and fluffy. I'm going to do my typical folding by machine, which is just like that. First the dry, and then the butter, and then the zucchini. And now the butter. This is 1 stick, 8 tablespoons, melted and cooled. And you can sprinkle the zucchini in the top. And that is our batter. And then divide half and half. And for even layers that are perfectly even, you can use a scale, or you can just guesstimate. Transfer these to the 350 degree preheated oven, and halfway through baking, you can rotate the cakes and bake them until they're golden brown and a tester comes out with a little bit of crumb attached. Transfer to a wire rack, let cool completely. So our cakes are done and cooling. Look how pretty they are. I think I'll invert one so you can see how great it is. And it's a lovely cake. And so we're going to make the delicious cream cheese frosting to fill the center of the cake, this layer, and then the top layer. 2 sticks of butter, 24 ounces of cream cheese. That's 3 8-ounce packages of high quality cream cheese. And notice I have fitted the mixer with a flat beater, which you need for this weight of butter and cream cheese, and it'll get a nice smooth texture. And confectioner's sugar, 1 cup. And there's no reason to sift this because this mixer will beat it nice and smooth. 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And when I say highest quality, I mean pure vanilla extract, which is becoming more and more expensive, by the way, because the vanilla orchid from which the beans come are being over-farmed, over-picked. I think that's enough. So just spread a nice thick layer of cream cheese on top of the first layer. And now you can put the next layer on top. If you like, you could actually, with this much frosting, frost the inside, the top, and the sides. Or you can just do the inside and the top and serve it as a naked cake. But I think it looks beautiful frosted all over. And just think you'll have a really good recipe for that zucchini in your garden. I hope I've inspired you to rethink your cake recipes.